Throughout human history, our understanding of existence has undergone profound shifts, moving from geocentric worldviews to heliocentric models, from classical physics to quantum mechanics. Yet one of the greatest and most persistent illusions remains: the idea that life, in all its profound complexity, is a mere accident of chaotic, unguided forces. Nowhere is this assumption more glaringly absurd than in the examination of something as seemingly simple as a seed. A seed, though small and unassuming, carries within it an entire blueprint for life. Given the right conditions, water, soil, and sunlight, it awakens from dormancy, sets off a cascade of biochemical processes, and ultimately unfolds into a towering tree, a sprawling vine, or a delicate flower. This singular act of transformation is so common that we rarely stop to marvel at its impossibility. It is, in every sense, an act of engineering, an intricate program encoded in DNA, triggered by environmental cues, and sustained by finely tuned biological mechanisms that work with precision beyond our comprehension. The triggering of life, a domino effect in biological engineering. The moment a seed encounters water, it initiates a process known as imbibition, where water molecules penetrate its hardened shell. This simple act sets off a domino effect, activating previously dormant enzymes, awakening stored genetic instructions, and ultimately leading to cellular growth. The seed has, in effect, been given the signal to begin its journey from potential to actuality. This raises a profound question. What exactly dictates this sequence? It is not merely chemistry at play, but an intricate interplay of encoded information responding to external stimuli. Within the seed's DNA lies a detailed script that dictates every phase of its existence: germination, growth, reproduction, and even decay. Some plants will live for a single season, while others will cycle through endless bloom periods for centuries, and some will endure for thousands of years. Each of these pathways is somehow preloaded into the initial spark of germination, ready to unfold in accordance with environmental conditions. To call this a mere product of randomness is to fundamentally misunderstand the nature of programming. This is engineering at a level so advanced that even our most sophisticated artificial intelligence cannot yet approach its elegance or efficiency. And yet, mainstream science clings to the idea that such a thing arose from blind evolutionary happenstance. DNA, the ultimate code of creation. At the heart of this process lies DNA, a molecule of unimaginable complexity, capable of storing, transmitting, and executing precise genetic instructions. A single seed carries within it all the information required to construct a fully functional, self-sustaining organism, capable of adapting to its environment and perpetuating its lineage. If one were to encounter a hard drive filled with an operational system of self-executing code, it would be universally accepted as the product of intelligent design. Yet, when we find DNA, a self-replicating information system, capable of not only maintaining itself but also evolving across generations, we are expected to believe that it simply happened without intent, without intelligence, and without purpose. The prevailing materialist paradigm insists that life is the result of natural selection acting upon random mutations, but randomness does not create structured information. Mutations, more often than not, result in degradation rather than innovation. DNA does not behave like a chaotic mess of trial and error. It follows logical sequences, obeys hierarchical structures, and responds to intricate biochemical signals. This is not the language of randomness. It is the signature of intentionality. Yet, much like previous dogmas, such as the once unquestioned belief that Earth was the center of the universe, materialism remains deeply entrenched in scientific discourse, not because of its explanatory power, but because of its cultural and institutional inertia. To suggest that life is the product of intelligence rather than mere accident is to challenge the very foundation of modern scientific orthodoxy. A paradigm shift on the horizon. Despite the institutional resistance, cracks are beginning to form in the edifice of materialist thought. As quantum mechanics continues to reveal the observer-dependent nature of reality, as artificial intelligence struggles to replicate the self-organizing principles of biology, and as more scientists begin to acknowledge the implausibility of unguided evolution, the tide is shifting. We are on the cusp of a new era, where the idea of life as engineered intelligence will no longer be a fringe notion, but an accepted reality. Future generations will look back at our time with the same incredulity that we now reserve for those who once believed the Earth was flat. They will wonder how we could have been so blind to the obvious, how we could have looked at the exquisite complexity of a seed, at the mathematical precision of DNA, and at the intricate web of life, and dismissed it all as mere chance. The truth is, we are standing on the threshold of a radical reawakening, a moment in history where the mechanistic illusions of the past will give way to a deeper understanding of life's inherent intelligence. The universe is not an accident. Life is not a fluke, and a seed is not just a seed, it is a testament to the profound engineering of existence itself.